Hello everyone, and welcome back to World of Warships Blitz with Terry. Very quick personal update. If you haven't seen the comment in the last video, I have actually applied to become a community contributor. Thanks everybody for your input. It is really appreciated, and it really made me happy that everyone was so supportive and thought that, hey, yeah, you can pull that off. So we'll see. I haven't heard anything back yet. Either way around, I'm going to continue making good videos. Hopefully, for everybody. Which brings us to the second point, which is probably on everybody's mind a little bit these days, the whole virus situation. I won't talk about it too much, just on the personal side. I'm all good. My employer has sent us actually home last week, and I've been working remotely ever since. Given that I'm a software engineer, that's relatively easy. Just been bunkering down here in Australia, in Sydney, and we're waiting to see what happens, really. Being careful, still got masks and everything, so hope everybody's all right. Don't let it scare you too much. And one reason why we're here as YouTube creators is to, get you something to pass the time with. So I figured we'll be doing something about the backlog, because it's getting long. A lot of things that have been requested, so let's start burning some of this down while everything else is going on. One thing that people have been asking me about relatively frequently is tier 10 gameplay, because everybody likes a good tier 10 match, apparently. Sure, why not? Let's do it. So this is my Des Moines. I've been having her unlocked for quite a while. If you've seen the Road to Des Moines series, then you'll actually find out how. I have made one or two adjustments since that time. So my module setup is now the main battery mod 3, the precision mod, rather than the turret traverse. This was a tricky decision because I did want to get a better spread at range, because in tier 10 with a cruiser you're playing at range quite a bit. At the same time, the cost of this obviously is that now she outturns her turrets, which means if I'm in a destroyer knife fight, things can easily not look that pretty. The second slot is on the propulsion modification, and the third slot is still on steering. Anyway, I'm quite happy with the setup, and I've been on a mission. Well, I'm trying to get enough copper to unlock the Roma, if you want to know. And the Des Moines is one of those ships that, given that she's a tier 10, eventually gives us some resources for the shipyard. And I haven't really, as you can see, I haven't really played her a lot since the whole shipyard came out, so I've just kind of got started again. First mission is victories, then destroy cruisers, yeah, we can do that. Then 50 citadels, yeah, we can do that in the Des Moines. Not 90 ships, yeah, we can do that in the Des Moines. And 105,000 points of damage, yep, we can do that in the Des Moines. Now this doesn't actually give me any copper, it gives me steel from the looks of it, but that's something I need as well, so, you know. So not for the Roma then. Let's have a quick look at shipyard. Shipyard. What do I get for steel? What do I get for steel that I'm actually interested in? Missouri? Not so sure yet. Yukikaze, haven't looked at all. Anyway, I'll collect that stuff, and once we got enough to actually get premium ship for it, then all the better. So, without further ado, let's go and have some fun in the Des Moines. In this first battle, this is actually a majority of bots right now. So it's time for some carnage. But it doesn't mean that we're not going to deal with the players. Actually, bot battles can be strategically quite interesting because, you can ignore the bots if you want to, but at your own peril because they shoot back. Plus, you actually have to take out the really dangerous players, and you don't have a large amount of teammates to rely on. So in this battle, it's me and the Des Moines, and I've got a Kaba with me, and there's an enemy Des Moines and a Monty on the enemy team. So for him, obviously the enemy Des Moines is the biggest threat. He spawns over at C, I spawn over at B Cup. So we will load the high explosive because there are no destroyers here, and we're probably too far away for the armor piercing for beginning. So we just want to set some fires, especially that they're bots, because bots don't damage con. Okay, so the Khabarovsk heads over to C. Okay, so I'm gonna try to get through, set a course through B, and try to support him up on C cup. All right, what do we have? Yeah, Monty and another Des Moines. Okay, HE it is, and we're rushing into B cup, which means that the central island here gives me a bit of cover while I'm doing this maneuver, and I can still maybe set some fires while we're getting there. All right, do we have you in? Yeah, that's a bot Yama. Okay, so let's try to get some fires set while we're here, and just rack up some damage for our team. That's one fire. That's another salvo, and that's 3 fires. Okay, that means I don't have to worry about Yama anymore. Yama is on full 3 fires. Okay, there is the enemy Des Moines who's actually a player. I've got the high explosive loaded, so I might as well see if we can get some fires going on him. And there comes some torpedoes. These must be bot torps from the Zao actually. So I'm slowing down, reversing, and just keeping the island as cover from my broadside to make sure that whatever battleship is in the air is there. Okay, double fire, he damage cons. Let's see if we can get some permafires going. Okay, torps have run out. Accelerate again. The battleship, I think that's the Yama, is coming around. But I don't want to deal with you right now. I've got an enemy Des Moines to shoot at because he's the biggest threat for my destroyer here. Okay, he's on triple permafire. So we can just keep the pressure up. There are 2 ships on very low health, but I want to have the player down before he has a chance. Let's change to AP because permafires can't set anymore. 3 fires is the max, and I'm doing more damage with AP potentially. Okay, he's almost dead. He cons the fires, but I'm pretty sure with this salvo I'm going to get him. Is he going forward a little bit? Yeah, but that's not going to give him anything. Okay, back to HE. Yama problems. Okay, a lot of things happened. The Kaba is dead, and we're 1 ship behind, and we're behind on caps. So Yama needs to die. Okay, armor piercing loaded, aiming at the bow section because I can do full pens there, and just rushing around. There's some planes coming. Okay, Yamato's dead. Oh crap. Full on brown alert. There's a Monty. Whew, I got really lucky here that he hasn't really half deleted me. Okay, fire everything we've got. He's too close to reverse away, so I'm just gonna get full speed and try to kite away as much as I can while keeping the armor piercing fire up at his bow section. What does it look like? Okay, we've got our cap back, we're leading on point, so I'm just gonna have to not die. Yep, that hurts. Angle away as much as you can, reduce the... I'm just way too close. Reduce the amount of surface, and I'm keeping up the armor piercing. Oh, he's a little bit quicker than I thought he would be. Okay, now we're starting to get a little bit of a range, so I can actually start dodging his shells. Maybe turn around so I can get my other guns on to bear. Okay, let's take some planes down while we're at it. And okay, we're holding 2 caps, we're leading in points, so they have to kill me and grab a cap. Okay, so Monty's under pressure. Monty takes a fire, Monty damage cons. So I'm just going to swing the ship around. I'm going to use the island here as cover, so he can't hit me. Or just overpen my stern section, switch over to the high explosive because he just damage conned a single fire. And see if we can get around the island such that I'm bow in, and then I can reverse away. Is he going to? Oh, okay, he's actually pushing into the cap. Okay, cool. So I do not want to go around the island. I'm just going to go back here, put my nose in. How are we on points? Okay, we've got 1:40. So if he's getting the cap and sinks me, then stuff can still go sideways. Okay, I want the fire. He's pointing. Oh, he's pointing his guns away. Yeah. That means I'm getting a couple of free shots here. Okay, that's double fire. Is he damage conning? Is it off cooldown or is it still in cooldown? Secondaries out, primaries out, turn the ship in as much as possible. And most of his shots are missing, because now I'm bow in, but it means I can get six guns on target, including my secondaries. There's the third fire, which means I can switch back to the armor piercing. Oh, no, he damage con. Never mind. Okay, there comes his next salvo. Turn the ship, turn the ship, turn the ship. Okay, most of these shots are missing, and some are overpenning the superstructure because I'm reversing, and he hasn't aimed correctly. So okay, let's see if we can get another fire going. Pretty safe from his shots right now. Probably this is the time when I want to turn around again because he should be almost ready to shoot again. There's another fire. There's the big caliber. That's a triple fire. And probably perma, because I think, yeah, back to armor piercing, because I think that's a perma, but, oh, he's dead. Okay. Couple more shots, all overpenning my superstructure. Whew! That almost went wrong. But this is what you do with the Des Moines. You want to be bow in as much as possible. You want to have a good range. And, okay, the midway takes out the Zhaos. That means only the midway is left, and the enemy carrier is left, and I don't know what it was, can't remember. The game's almost over, so we've got this. Whew. That was frantic. But we made it, and remember I just said, like, the last mission of, what was it, 105, 110,000 damage? Yeah, it's no problem, really. We can do that. I mean, especially if we're going up against bots. But as you've seen, the bots are not the only ones who you can set on fire and burn down very, very quickly. And the Des Moines is an absolutely dangerous ship if you're in a battleship. You do not want to be... You do not... As long as she doesn't broadside, and she's relatively hard to kill, then... and if you're not quite sure if she's reversing or accelerating, you can often assume that she's reversing, because the Des Moines player will try to get away. Anyway, let's do another one with hopefully less bots. Okay, full set, almost. Yeah, no, full set. What do we have on the enemy team? Double Monty, Iowa, Seattle, Shima, and Gearing. Okay, so lots of dangerous players out there. And we're playing encounter. So let's see where we're spawning, because that probably determines how we're going to play this. And where we're going to go. Okay, so both of the cruisers are spawning on the flank. Okay, so this means we don't want to do a flank run, because that leaves our battleships completely exposed on the other side, and there are 2 destroyers in the game. Okay, let's see what did I have with me? What the other cruiser is doing, whatever that was. Okay, there's the Z. Where is Z going? Is he rushing? Does he need support? I'm going to head towards that island there. It's a relatively aggressive position. But you really got to be careful and keep an eye on the other flank, because it's very easy to get crossfire there and just have the battleships plain out delete you. Okay, Z is going wide by the looks of it. And Worcester is supporting Z. Okay, so I'm going to get ready to change flanks here, because we only have the other 2 battleships and I think 2 destroyers on the other side. So if the enemy team is pushing the other flank, okay, we're starting to get some data in. 1 destroyer, 1 cruiser, 1 battleship on the other flank. That's not overwhelming quite yet. 1 destroyer they might be able to deal with. Okay, there is the Iowa. Oh, there's the Seattle. I just switched over to high explosive. Bollocks. Oh well. Yeah, I have some high explosive, and let's go back to AP and the reload booster. Let's get that Seattle out of the way, so he doesn't endanger our Z. And the other enemy cruiser was on the other side. So if he's gone, the Z can run through here. Just making sure I'm keeping the island between myself and that Iowa over there, so he doesn't get any strange ideas. The other side can hold that for a little bit. Gearing is mucking about in the middle. And we're just concentrating fire on the Seattle here. And that's Z, myself, and I think Worcester, and someone else is shooting at him, so he shouldn't last too long. Plunging fire. There we go, that's Des Moines armor piercing, and these guns are just brutal. Okay, he's dead, someone killed him, there we go. Alright, Shima's making a run for it, so let's tell him that we're here, we're keeping an eye on him. He's probably got torps out, so and that Gearing is making a run on the other side. Okay, our team is pulling hard on the western side of the map. Look at this. Only 1, 2, oh, that Fletcher is on almost no health. And the other Fletcher is over there. So, there's a destroyer heading towards our cap, an enemy destroyer. There's a Seattle, but the Curry can deal with the Seattle. Yeah, I would love to help you with the Shima, but I think I'm gonna be needed on the other side. I'm just gonna keep an eye on the Shima, get shots out in his direction, just to make sure. Because we only have 1 super low health destroyer in our cap. Just to make sure that he knows that he's been spotted and people are shooting at him, and he should bugger off and be somewhere else. Okay, Fletcher against Seattle. That's not a good matchup. And where is that Gearing gone? There was a Gearing over here, wasn't there? Okay, so we're 1 cruiser ahead. That Seattle we killed. Single fire from Seattle. I'm not going to damage con that. There's a Monty. Oh, there's the gearing, and the Fletcher is on super low health. Okay, so he's threatening our cap. That means I have to turn, which means I'm going to give broadside to a Montana. At what is this, 7-8 kilometers range? This is going to hurt. Let's just hope that he's not going to just outright half delete me. Oh well, could have been worse. Okay, gearing. Gearing needs to die. Now, I can't do anything fancy here because, well, he's in the cap. And we've lost our, what is it, Fletcher, I think? And so I'm just gonna go bow in. I'm pretty sure he's got torpedoes away at this point, but I need to close the distance so I can get some better shots off at him. He's smoked up. He's not firing his guns. He's got torpedoes away. Or he fired torps from the smoke. So I'm gonna do a turn just to get. Okay, now he fires his guns, trying to set me on fire, trying to bait me into damage con. I'm not gonna do that. I'm probably gonna take one. Okay, let's reverse already. So we slow down a little bit because he is in the cap. Now, yep, I got you. I'm on it. Just need to keep my distance because this gearing player knows what he's doing. Okay, he's going forward again, so we gotta lead the shots a bit more. Okay, so torpedoes, reload. How much time do I have? Probably enough time to turn the ship around and get back in there. We haven't lost the cap yet. And I'm just gonna have to kill gearing. He knows what he's doing. He's not a beginner. And he's definitely trying to win this one by capping because they see that they're behind on points. So I just have to kill him or at least contest the cap before he manages to cap out. But that's not a problem. The only problem is that he obviously can one-shot me with torpedoes if I'm careless. So slow down again, not get too close. So he can't rush me. Keep the gun towards him, and that should be the gearing. There we go. Okay, gearing gone. Now I just have to dodge the torpedoes that are gonna come. There they come. We're gonna take one or two maybe. That's okay. I can take 2 torps from the gearing, and I'm pretty much out of this much anyway. It's not gonna kill me. There we go. 50 seconds to go, but they haven't managed to cap. So, yo, I got this, folks. The life of a cruiser, not always the most glorious, but you know, you have to help. You have to support your team, and my team has pretty much crushed it on the other side. The gearing would have capped us out, so if I had lost that fight, that would have been unpleasant. But I'm in the Des Moines. Even though he did that pretty well, probably what he could have done was to rush me even more. I mean, yes, the Des Moines can put out a fearsome amount of damage, but I was going to do that anyway. You know, what was he going to do? So I was able to keep him at mid-range, not far enough away such that he cannot torp me reliably, and still close enough for me to reliably hit him with the guns. And yeah, that worked. It's easier in a light cruiser, but you can totally pull it off in a Des Moines. Anyway, not top of the team, but very well done on the Republique, and well coordinated, good communications from that player. So thanks a lot for that. It's always great to see other people using the comm system in battle, and just to ping players and make sure that they're doing what they're supposed to be doing. Anyway, I'm having fun in the Des Moines at tier 10. This is really a good ship. She's great fun. And I'm sure you're going to see some more videos just from my journey on the mission to get some more resources to eventually unlock, I don't know what, we'll find out. Anyway, that's all I got for today. Thanks everybody, and I'll see you all next time. Bye.